Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to an episode of Formula 1 2020 My Team Career, this time for the Brazilian Grand Prix. So let's get right into it. Okay, so here I am out for my qualifying lap, my qualifying lap around Interlagos over here in Brazil. One of my favourite tracks, and honestly probably the track that should be the season finale every single time. Abu Dhabi is great, but they should really kind of change the layout of that track or something, so it's a bit more exciting, gives more chances to overtake. A little bit of a sneaky track extend over there, but you didn't see that. Let's keep on going. At this point I'm only about 20 milliseconds away from pole position, so I need to improve by about 2/10, so maybe 3, to kind of get the pole position, which would be like only my second one, I'm pretty sure. I haven't had I've only had like one other one this season and like a couple more second places, so we've nearly improved by 4/10 across the line. What is it going to be?
Fantastic.
It's going to be the pole position, P1, and that is good because we really need to win this race and probably the next one as well to have a chance of coming back into this championship battle. We are still in it, but I know, let's see, 30 milliseconds faster than Lewis. Leclerc actually in P4, so his best qualifying by far for us. So let's see how well we do in the race.
Welcome along then to the place where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the final corner. And it's the place, a year later, that Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's Interlagos, and it's time for the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junsao into one of the two DRS zones will be the key to any overtaking prospects today. Now, Anthony Davidson, I wonder, might we be in for some early pit stops today from the midfield teams, who are trying to put some pressure on or disrupting things for the leaders up front?
If you're in the middle of the pack, you know, you got your own race to run. I don't think they're going to be thinking about causing trouble up front. However, closer to the head of the pack, don't be surprised to see some split strategies. If you're running second and third, for example, bringing one car in for an undercut while leaving the other one out there longer can put a lot of pressure on the leader and maybe force them into an error.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Red lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Leclerc, Daniel Ricciardo, and Ocon, Verstappen, Norris, Gasly, and Carlos Sainz, Perez, Vettel, Romain Grosjean, and Russell, Albon, Stroll, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Nicholas Latifi. Magnussen, De Vries, King, and Daniel Kvyat completes the grid. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So I was really hoping for some kind of penalty for either Hamilton or Bottas, but that isn't the case. So let's get ready, and it's lights out and away we go. Actually, not a brilliant start over there. It felt like a kind of let off the gas or something over there. But anyways, into the corner first, and actually Bottas overtakes Hamilton, which is good because Hamilton at this point I'm pretty sure has 315 points compared to Bottas's like 304 or something like that, and I'm on 291, so I really need to win this and hope that Hamilton or Bottas just kind of, you know, drop down a little bit, so I get even more points. But going on to lap 5, some contact as Bottas goes into this back of me over there, Absolutely brilliant racing. I just about sneak it down the inside over there to the first corner. Down the center S's. We gained some time back on Bottas, but of course over here he is going to have DRS and the slipstream. But looks like we're going to be able to hold him off for now at least. Jumping up to lap 10, really not too much stuff happened in the first lap. Just me stayed at about 6/10 away from Bottas. But on lap 10, Giovinazzi is out of this race and the virtual safety car is actually out. And I haven't pitted yet. I was meant to pit on like lap 6 or even earlier, but I thought, well, I'm not going to let the thing what happened to me last time, where I pitted and Bottas just shot up ahead and actually came out ahead of me after the pit stop. So I waited until they were going to pit, but they haven't pitted yet. So I was like, well, the virtual safety car isn't going to be like a full-on safety car. It's not going to give me like a full-on free pit stop, but it's going to be about like half as good as a normal safety car. So I go in, and actually I'm pretty sure I was meant to come out like in P16 normally without the virtual safety car, but I come out in P9. Absolutely good for me. On to lap 12, loads of people pitted along with Charles Leclerc, my teammate. Ocon going on a hard tyres, I'm not really sure why. But most importantly, Bottas is somewhere back there in all of that mess. Hamilton pits on to lap 13 over here. So we're in the lead once again, which is good. And Hamilton is, well, about like 2, 3, maybe even 4 seconds behind me, with Leclerc actually in P3, Bottas in P4. That changes a bit as Bottas overtakes Leclerc and Hamilton actually, so he definitely wants this championship like he did in last season, because of course he won the last season's drivers standings. He was first, beat out Hamilton by, I'm pretty sure it was actually quite close, just a couple of points. I'm not really sure. As Hamilton actually pits, he goes into the box. I'm pretty sure there was some contact with Bottas, as Bottas actually overtook Hamilton just like a sector ago. I'm pretty sure that they must have collided or something, and Bottas is actually going in over to attack me over here. But Hamilton, the person who's about 30 points ahead of me before this race, has now pitted for maybe a new front wing or something, as I make a big mistake. Some contact with Bottas over there on the final lap of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Some wheel-to-wheel action over here on the final lap. I lose it over there once again. I go down the inside to cover off Bottas. But now I'm going to be left, well, I'm not going to have a slipstream or DRS for this final straight over here, and Bottas is right behind me, so I'm hoping that this overtake and the rich mix is going to help me. It does look like it is going to help me, but Bottas is gaining, he's gaining, I try to push him out, and oh, who won that race? Bottas, no, we came in second. That must have been a photo finish over there. That was really close. Let's see, we're going to see soon enough how close that was.
And with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
So as you can see, 13 milliseconds away from Bottas. But Charles Leclerc gets a podium, the first in my car in Red Sprint Racing, so that's good for him. Good points for the team, but 13 milliseconds. I'm pretty sure that was how how much faster I was than Hamilton during qualifying, but 13 seconds, milliseconds, not seconds, 30 milliseconds. That's 7 points is going to be huge in the drivers' standings, as we're going to see over here. We're 19 behind Bottas and 5 behind Hamilton, so we really need to win the next race and hope that Bottas DNFs or something, or really only gains a couple of points. But like that, yeah, I'm pretty sure Bottas or Hamilton is going to win the drivers' the driver's tag, the driver's crown. I don't think there's much more I can do. I am going to try the best I can. The constructor standings stay the same. We kind of closed the gap on Renault, but probably not going to overtake them. I actually did the math after this, and if I won that race, those 7 extra points, if they went to me instead of Bottas, I would have actually, or Hamilton would have finished on 315 points like he had in the last race, because of course he actually finished like P12 or something this race after that late pit stop for the front nose, I'm pretty sure. He would have been on 315, I would have been on 316, so only 1 point ahead of him. And Bottas would have been on something like 221 or something like that. I can't really remember, I did this like a couple of days ago now, but it would have been like 5 points within it from everyone. So it would have literally been who won the next race would be the world champion. But it is really still all to play for, I guess, but I really don't like my chances on getting first place and hoping that Bottas is like at least P5 or something like that. But I guess we are going to see in the next race. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.